Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and in today's video we're going to be revisiting the idea of doing track days, plus also how motorcycle equipment has changed over the years in terms of fitment, feel and finish. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea and let us get into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing well. And as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about revisiting the idea of doing track days and motorcycle levers and gloves and so on, in terms of how the fit and finish has changed over the years. So revisiting the idea of doing a track day. The more people I see on social media doing track days and stuff like that, the more it really makes me want to do one. And I really want to do a track day this year if I can. I know I might be asking a lot with the way COVID's been and stuff like that, and the fact that my bike is ridiculously loud anyway. But a track day is definitely on the cards for me in the next year or so. I was hoping it was going to be this year, but obviously thanks to the way COVID's been and being not able to work and being furloughed for about 18 months and stuff like that, doesn't really help. But you know, it is what it is. I am so tempted to do a track day this year, you would not understand. I may not have the money for it, but I want to do one. Which leads me on to my next point, the actual equipment that's required. Now if you guys know, or maybe if you don't know, when it comes to doing a track day, you need to have certain equipment, and that list is as follows. You need a fully functioning, safe ACU ECER 2205 certified helmet, and you need to have what's known in the business as the ACU gold sticker on your helmet. Providing you've got that, you can do a track day no problem. If you haven't, then you best get one. The next item of equipment you need is a set of levers. Now a lot of track day organisers will allow you to wear a two-piece suit, providing it has what they call a 360 zip. And what that basically means is that you need to have a zip that connects a top half to a bottom half, but does not leave a gap any bigger than around 5 inches from start to finish of the zip. In an ideal world, a one-piece set of levers would be a hell of a lot better for you, because then that's one less thing for scrutineering to get hold of you for. Also, another thing you need, which is quite a big requirement, is full-length track boots. Now I don't mean the diddy little things that you see people wearing on the street. I'm talking about full-length race boots like you see the likes of Jonathan Ray, Scott Redding and so on wearing in World Superbikes, plus also in MotoGP and so on. Admittedly in MotoGP a lot of their levers have a shorter boot which is connected to the legs via Velcro. Case in point, Valentino Rossi. Valentino Rossi wears Dainese levers which have a Velcro fit system for the boots, where the levers go around the outside of the ankle of the boot and basically Velcro the boot to the suit. Looks quite cool. Not quite sure how much it would work in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is. Another massive thing that you need, well it's a given really, because if you don't have them you can't go on track anyway, is a set of full-length race gauntlet gloves. And what I mean by that is they can't be like the little short things that I'm currently wearing now, as you can see, because they don't go over my wrist properly. But you need to have full race gauntlets that are made of leather and have got either one big wrist closure or ideally a double wrist closure. So that basically means a small zip around the actual wrist and a bigger kind of Velcro cuff that goes around this section, which allows you to wear your levers inside the gloves and generally makes you safe. Another big thing with track days is that you cannot have any exposed skin. So again, that kind of goes back to the whole thing with the race gauntlet gloves covering your levers so your wrists aren't exposed, and full length race boots so your ankles aren't exposed. One other thing that people generally overlook when it comes to track days, which I think is a bit of a silly thing, but people do, and that is a back protector. Now, in the world of motorcycling, or also in racing really, having a back protector is going to by far and away help you stay safe on the road. Well, also help you stay safe on the track too. I mean, yes, okay, the safer place to crash is on a track, because obviously you don't have oncoming traffic and pedestrians and solid stationary objects and stuff like that to worry about. But on the whole, like my dear old mum says, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So where does this all come into me wanting to do track days again? Well, basically, long and short of it is that I'm never ever going to be able to push this bike to its limits on the street. And if I do manage to push it to its limits, I'm likely to end up having an accident. Which is why, you know, a lot of guys that I speak to in my WhatsApp groups and so on try to convince me to do track days, try to convince me to go to watch a track day, see if I, you know, catch the bug and want to do it and blah 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 blah. And I really do want to do track days. It's just the fact that with the way my work is at the minute, obviously just being back to work after being laid off for God knows how long thanks to COVID, it's a bit it's one of those tricky situations. You know, I'd love to do a track day, but if I haven't got the money, I can't do it. Do you know what I mean? Plus also I need to get the gear. Now, as you guys know, I've already got the helmet. I've got at least 2 pairs of boots I can wear, but I need to do one or two things. I need to either get myself a set of levers, like a one-piece suit, or I need to get the leather bottoms that go with my Frank Thomas stealth jacket, and pray that I don't get collared on a track day that way. I mean, in an ideal situation, I would prefer to be wearing a one-piece suit. And yes, people have said they're an absolute pig to get in and out of, but you know, that's why you don't do a track day on your own. That's why you have people to go with you. Do you know what I mean? And I'm hoping, with the help of a few friends, I'll get maybe 1-2 track days in a year. I'd like to get more in, but you know, money and such like, and obviously tyres and fuel and oil and brake pads and chain and sprockets and so on. You know, all these little things do mount up. So it's going to be a work in progress, and if I'm honest, I won't be doing a track day till probably next year now. It's sad but true. Which brings me on to my next point, and that is when it comes to the fitment of certain items. So like race gloves and leathers and stuff like that, they have to be a particular fit for them to perform properly. It's the same thing with like a new pair of shoes. If they don't fit you properly, they don't feel comfortable, and they don't work well and all the rest of it, and they wear unevenly and blah 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 blah. So with that being said, where does the fitment of different garments come into it? Well, let me explain. Today at work, I tried on one pair of gloves, or should I say one style of gloves, or one model of gloves, made by Dionysi. I think they were called the Impecto or something like that. Some fucking weird ass name. And they're a full-length race glove, but they're one of the slightly cheaper gloves that they do. So I thought, do you know what, they're like 100 quid, I'll try them on for the sake of trying them on. So I tried them on, and bearing in mind, and this is a very very key point, I tried the same size glove on in 3 different colours. Not 3 different sizes, just 3 different colours. All of them were large. I tried all of them with the right hand, and this is where things get really confusing, because like I've just said, and remember, they are all the same glove, different colours, same size, and the only thing that's changed is the colour, right? So I'm sitting there at work on my lunch break, I'm trying them on. I tried on a red and black pair, it fitted lovely. I tried on a solid black pair, again fitted rather nicely. But then I tried on a black and high-vis yellow pair, and I kid you not, it was like I was putting on a child's glove. It was that tight that once I got the glove on, I had to get someone to help me to take it off. And when I looked at them, you know, I laid all 3 gloves out on the counter, you know, all right hands, like I said, red and black, black, black and high-vis. So I laid them all out to have a look at them, and I can't see any noticeable difference. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm looking at these gloves, I cannot see any noticeable difference from one glove to the next, except for when I put the bastards on. One glove is exceptionally tight, one glove fits perfectly, and another glove fits okay, but it's probably slightly too big. So I'm thinking to myself, what the actual fuck is going on? And by all accounts, from doing a little bit of research, the reason why the same size glove fitted differently in 3 different colours is because of the dyeing process. Now, as you can imagine, I don't know what it actually is, but I think there's something to do with the actual dye that they use to dye the leather, like in the manufacturing process. So I'm like, why is it that the plain black one fits a bit more loosely than the black and red one? Why does the black and red one fit so snugly but comfortably, and why does the black and high-vis yellow one fit so poorly? But apparently, from what I've read, it has something to do with the dye they use, because by all accounts, the high-vis yellow dye that they use does actually make the leather shrink quite a bit. Don't ask me how, it just does. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me, but okay, it is what it is. So I'm like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know whether I should go Dying Easy or stick with Alpine Stars or try Frank Thomas or RST, BKS, whatever. I don't know. There's like so many different brands to choose from these days. It's like I don't know what to do half the time. It's a conundrum that I need to solve before I decide to do a track day. I mean, if you guys think I should do a track day at some point in the near future, make sure to put it down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys use on track, like 1-piece suit, 2-piece suit, whatever brand you use. You know, be sure to put it in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to comment on every comment question that I get. But it's like I said, guys, it's a very, very strange thing. You know, the same glove, 3 different colours, same size, but fitted completely differently. I mean, if anyone works in the retail sector or works in manufacturing, if you know the reason behind it, please let me know. But anyway, as always, ladies and gents, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support, likes, comments and so on. If you like what you see and you want to see more, you know what you got to do. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to this and all future content by clicking that bell, tapping that like button and joining me on the journey. But for now, if you've got any questions, like I say, please feel free to drop it in the comments box down below, and I will do my very best to try and answer each and every one of your questions as and when I get them. But for now, this is me, Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, saying look after yourselves, look after each other. Sausage dog. Stay safe on the road, and as always, adios.